Simone, right now let's get to breaking updates on that huge house explosion in Arlington County, Virginia. Federal and local law enforcement officials say they believe the suspect, 56-year-old James Yu, is dead. Now, in the past 30 minutes, we confirmed this photo of Yu through two sources. The investigation is just getting started tonight after an explosion you can see right there destroyed a home along North Burlington Street. We've been following this for nearly 24 hours now. Most recently, we broke into programming at around 2:30 this afternoon to bring you live updates from fire, police, and federal investigators. Since then, our crews have been working to bring you updates and the full scope of this investigation. Now, everyone in the area is understandably shaken up, especially the people who live in 10 nearby homes who cannot go home tonight. Now, here are three things on this story that are all new tonight as of 6:01 p.m. First, 911 call takers say they received about 270 phone calls within the first hour of that explosion. Second, miraculously, only 3 firefighters have minor injuries. And third, the fire department says it actually shut off the gas line in that neighborhood before the explosion. To update us further tonight, let's get to our Rafael Sanchez-Cruz, who joins us live tonight in Arlington. Rafa?
Hey, Lorenzo. Arlington County officials are telling us tonight that it's too early to determine what caused such a massive explosion. However, they do believe the human remains found today by investigators belong to this man, 56-year-old James Yu, who police say barricaded himself inside his home before it went up in flames.
Nearly 24 hours into the investigation, federal and local explosive detectives are still trying to find answers into what led to Monday night's massive home explosion in this quiet Arlington neighborhood.
I kind of physically recoiled from the shock of the explosion.
Police say 56-year-old James Yu died in the explosion after his home on North Burlington Street burst into flames.
The fire department personnel turned off the gas before the explosion occurred.
Before the explosion, Police Chief Andy Penn says Yu had fired a flare gun between 30 to 40 times, which prompted their response.
The Arlington County Police Department does not have prior documented interactions with the suspect at this address other than 2 calls for service for loud noise over the past couple years.
Police say Yu continued firing, but this time they believe it was a firearm, and moments later, the home exploded at 8:25 p.m.
We are aware of concerning social media posts allegedly made by the suspect, and these will be reviewed as part of the ongoing criminal investigation.
The FBI says Yu had several communications with them over a number of years.
I would characterize these communications as primarily complaints about alleged frauds he believed were perpetrated against him. The information contained therein and the nature of those communications did not lead to opening any FBI investigations.
Those social media posts and messages to the FBI are part of this ongoing investigation tonight that is still with no timeline of when it might wrap up. But this incident has impacted the entire community. I want to go live with my colleague Leslie Moreno, who's spoken to those who have lost a home following this massive explosion. Leslie?
Rafael, right now we know 10 families were impacted by this explosion. Both Arlington County officials and the American Red Cross assisting those families tonight. We're also learning several businesses in the area also impacted by this. Many of them heard and felt that blast. I spoke with the nail shop owner who captured the explosion. She says it was so powerful it left a crack in her ceiling. We also spoke with another man who was having dinner about a mile away from the scene and a woman who was on a work call when the explosion happened. Both of them showed up earlier today hoping to get some answers.
We just couldn't believe it. It's just so close to us. I've lived here for 30 years and the reason we walked over here was just because I don't know, you just sort of feel like an affinity for your community and wanting to know what's going on when you feel so connected to Arlington.
Well, it could happen anywhere. That's the thing when these things happen in what you perceive as your pleasant, calm, peaceful neighborhood. We don't think things like this happen out here, but they do.
Again, Arlington County officials and the American Red Cross are set up nearby. They are at the Central Library Auditorium. This is at 1015 North Quincy here in Arlington. They're assisting families tonight with food and supplies. This is going on until 8 o'clock tonight. We're also told counselors will be available for families who need this service. Many families at this hour still unable to get back into their homes. Still no word from officials yet on when families will be able to get back home. They've been out here for quite a while now. Lorenzo?
I can imagine they are all just so shaken by this, still not even 24 hours later. Leslie, thank you so much. And if we learn anything more about this investigation, we will update you right away. You can find all of our reporting, including the latest from police and the help being offered to our neighbors impacted by this, on our website, WUSA9.com.